And that is why the companies like Google and Apple are hiring more and more non-degree students, because they wanted to see the skill set, talent, right? So based on that, employers are already picking up those people who have the skills, not degrees and certificates, but degrees. I have seen Harvard graduates looking for jobs and struggling, and I've seen people non-degree holders who are getting jobs. So even, I'm not sure that many of you must have experienced. Let me ask you a quick survey question. How many of things for IT profession, there are plenty of opportunities available in the job market? Raise your hand if you think so. Plenty of opportunities, there is no shortage, okay? How many of you think there is scarcity? It's difficult to get a new job or change job, okay? So it's a mixed bag. If you look around in your network, you will find people who are easily getting jobs, and there are people who are struggling. Those who are struggling, they are those 90% people, 90% people who are sleeping. They did not notice the change, how it's working, and they did not do any effort to develop themselves. So good news is that if you are among the 10%, this is the time to move on, because you are not competing with 90%. They would not get the job, they would not get the opportunity. If you are among the 10%, you are only competing with 10%, right? So quickly, two ideas actually. So in the job market, this is before internet. There were jobs, employers and recruiters, and there were candidates, right? So the middleman, those times were the newspaper. Early in my career always, it was very easy for me to get a job using newspapers. You would look newspapers, you would apply for a job, you would get a call, and you will in reasonable time, you will get the job opportunity. Or employment agencies, or word of mouth. Then came the internet, and it changed the world. Now what happened with the internet, it took us a while to really understand how the internet works. So recruiters and employers initially thought that internet is a replacement of newspaper. Let me post my job over there, right? They start doing that. And candidates look at the internet as a newspaper and say, let me apply it. Soon, both parties realized, recruiters and employers especially, that there are so many candidates applying they cannot handle. Today, if there is a good job posted on internet, within 24 hours there would be 500 to 1,000 resumes. Now, which recruiter in the world has time to go through 500 or 1,000 resumes? So they stopped doing it. Now, not many jobs are being posted on internet nowadays, because recruiters have learned, they've gone through the learning curve. On the internet, or let's talk about LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, with 600 million professionals available, they could go and search and easily find 50 people they are looking for. They start with 50 people on their own, and in a couple of weeks, they are able to find the person they are looking for. Why should they really advertise and deal with thousands and thousands of resumes, right? So that game has changed. So instead of candidates looking for jobs, searching and looking for jobs, now recruiters are driving that process, and they are searching candidates through internet or LinkedIn. So this is what I want to explain to you. So those of you who are in transition or who will be in transition, by the way, every one of us will have some transition, voluntary or involuntary. I've gone through 2 times in my career, and it's nothing to really be shy about it, but it's a reality. It's not your fault. Downsize, upsize, wrong size, right size, whatever happens, somehow you would be impacted by that. Now, thing is, when this happens, and of course it's a challenge for some people because of the economic pressure, but it's a challenge from the God. I think all of you believe that we have enormous potential in us, enormous, unlimited, unimaginable. How much we are using? I'm sure if I ask this question, most of them will say 50%, 60%, 70%. When we are put in a situation like you are out of job, for example, it's a push from the God to reach to your new height, new challenge. First time, that was 16 years ago, at the peak of my career, I was fired, literally fired. And you can imagine, with 3 young kids and wife not working really well as a housewife, the challenge I passed through. But those 4.5 months changed my life. 4.5 months. And I look back and I said, this was a blessing in disguise. It made me what I am today, right? So don't take those as negative. It's really a challenge to reach to your new potential, your new height. What you have inside you, you have no idea what you could do. So God tests you, tests your potential. So when it comes to the rules of job search, there are only three things you need to understand in today's time with all the technology happening. Number one, you must be visible. You must be visible. Visible means that if someone is looking for your role or your job, you should be around somewhere on the internet. People should be able to find you. If they cannot find you on the internet or LinkedIn specifically, you don't exist in this world as a professional. Now, this is not only for the job search time. Anytime you are happily employed, you must be visible. That's your personal branding. Number two, not only visible, you must be attractive. So if recruiter is searching for a new role and they are looking around in LinkedIn, your first challenge, you should be visible. Your profile should come up, number one. Number two, it should be attractive enough for them to really approach you or contact you. How do you make it attractive? You need to decorate with your personal brand. Who are you? What is different in you than other people? And third, once they approach you, because you are visible and you are attractive, they want to talk to you. Because as soon as they saw your profile, in their mind they develop a perceived value that this person is right, this person can do the job. Why they want to talk to you? They want to verify their perceived value by talking to you, whether their perceived value is true or not. Let's interview, nothing else. Interview is only a conversation to verify their perceived value with you, that's it. And during the interview, you get the sweet spot where they are talking to you and they are getting impressed and they think, this is the person I'm really looking for. And that time they decide to make you an offer. Very simple and straightforward. So starting with the first step, visibility, branding, personal branding, and preparing for the interview. The most important message, or maybe the last message from me, is personal marketing is inevitable. You can say that, look, I'm an IT professional, I'm not a marketer. It's inevitable. You cannot survive in this world without personal marketing. Personal marketing is not about boasting about yourself. It's letting the world know what your talent is, what you could do for them, how could you solve their problems. That is personal marketing. Without marketing, even Apple products, nobody would buy it, right? So it's more like in communication and information, letting the world know how could you solve their problems. And you have to accept it deep in your mind. So that is where I would like to stop. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Salim, for this nice presentation. So actually we are running short of time, so we will squeeze the group discussion into our Q&A. But before that, I would just like to say a few words about the PDC, the committee. Actually, Brother Wakar mentioned about the Hadoop class, but that was just the beginning. I started it, and then I see the faces here. Brother Asad Zaki, he did multiple AWS classes and like quite diligently, and so many people benefited from that. And there were Python classes by Afzal Faruqi. There were the human resource, that class from Sister Nazifa Zaman. And I'm forgetting now, there was, and of course, Jian Shah, he came multiple times about like AI and machine learning, those classes. But then Ahmed Tahir Masood, he came about the cloud development. So all those happened in the last year or so, less than a year actually. So inshallah, we will continue that, these classes and training sessions, as well as these yearly events going forward. And of course, the intent is to like network with each other, link with each other, help each other. As a community, we will grow that way. So next, actually, I'll give it to Brother Rakib to conduct the rest of the session, which is basically, so we'll do the introduction and then Q&A, I guess.
How much time is it?
We'll have till 10 minutes past 1, because